welcome back to another video. Now this weekend was Comic-Con in Melbourne and I of course bought another Miku figure. This is now my 9th Miku figure to add to my collection and I'm super excited to open her up. I believe I also got this one from Japan Toys. She cost $35. I was looking at her at the last convention but I went for a different figure, but this time I am buying her. Now she is the autumn version of Miku. Now it's just finished autumn in Australia, so kind of perfect time to get her. Here is just a close-up of the box. Just a picture of Miku, just a picture of the full figure. Suya, suya. Alright, now she comes with, of course, yeah, she comes with a stand. Here are her two ponytails. This time they're curled. They go clear at the end, clear blue. And they've got these really cute ribbons on the top of them. It's kind of like an autumn traveling Miku, so there's also her suitcase with her hand sticking onto the top of it. And as you can see on the stand, we also have like a picture of some tickets, so maybe like a train ticket and a camera, maybe like traveling, taking photos. So just kind of like an autumn traveling Miku. And of course, this is the beautiful girl herself. She's got a hat, jacket, skirt, and some yellow knee-high socks, and some really cute boots. So this one doesn't really have that many parts to it, just the Miku figure with two ponytails, a stand, and a luggage. Okay, so... whoa. Okay, so I don't know if that's supposed to be happen, but I think her head is like super fragile, but it looks like it just can be pushed back in like that. Wow, but I may actually glue that back in. I don't know if it was supposed to break or not. I was just putting her ponytail in, but I don't know if that's part of the figure or not. But easy fix, I'll probably just put some like toy craft glue inside and just glue it back. I'm not too stressed. I don't know if it's a part of it or not, because I know some figures they have like removable head and then it comes as like a separate part, then you put it together. But she's already like that. I don't know. This one didn't come with like an instruction to put together either, because it's fairly straightforward. But I'll probably just fix it up with a little bit of glue. She only sits in my display anyway, so it's not like a big deal to me. Like if I had paid a lot of money, then okay, yeah, that is a big deal, but I'll just stick her back together with some glue. I'm also just having a bit of trouble popping the second ponytail in. Oh, there we go. So I had a bit of trouble putting these in. Alright, pop her head on, but it is like super duper loose, so I don't think it's supposed to be a part of it, but I'll have to definitely glue it back together because it's just so loose. Like she just like, if you like bump her, or it's probably going to keep falling off, so I'll have to glue that back together. I'm scared to keep breaking everything. Alright, let's try up on this bit. Well, this is very what the fuck. Oh my god, this is an awful quality Miku figure. Okay, so I have 8 Miku figures that I have bought before this one, and none of them have had this problem before. So I know it's not me putting it together roughly, because I've put together a lot of them. But not only has her head snapped, this ponytail still won't go in. Now, let me take this part out without snapping it. I was trying to just squeeze her foot into the thing, like it's supposed to go on the stand, and her leg broke off. I don't know, I'm very extremely unimpressed with this Miku. I was so excited, and I always usually have a good experience buying figures, but this one is just really bad quality. I don't know if it's maybe just my Miku figure out of like a batch that, you know, hasn't been put together well. I don't think it's me being rough with the figure, because I've put together so many figures before, and the only time I've had a figure snap on me was a cheap eBay one that I bought that I knew was not a real figure, but I just bought because at the time I couldn't afford, you know, actual licensed figures. But this is not a cheap eBay figure. You know, this still, like, I was willing to let the head go, but you know, if her leg's snapping, because the head's easy enough to glue, but the leg is a bit more difficult. Yeah, I am extremely unhappy with the quality and of this figure, and it's so disappointing. I can't even properly glue it together, because actually I would probably get my stepdad to glue, like he always helps me glue my things back together. I'm really disappointed. Because I can't even like show you the full thing, and like I said, like the ponytails, like they don't even stay in properly, and it sucks. Like I paid $35. If I had paid $5 to $10 and this was something from eBay, then I would be anticipating this, I would be expecting this, because I've had that experience in the past. But no, she's supposed to be a licensed from a proper store, $35 costing figure. And now I'm just scared, like if I touch anything else, is she gonna keep like snapping in half? Wow, this is not a good experience. Well, and I can't really glue her together at the moment either. But let me just, I was trying to hold her together. I'm going to try to hold her together and give you a close-up of her anyway. Alright, so this is the figure itself. I would do like a camera shot, getting a super like zoom in, slow-mo, but it's going to be too hard to do that today, because I'm unable to get her fixed today, and I don't know when I'll be able to glue her back together. And I can't try to stand her up for that, but even like, see, I know, I can feel her everything's falling apart on her. This is really sad. She's such a cute figure, but this this ponytail, the simplest part won't even stay in her head, and it's not even like an intricate ponytail. I'm super disappointed with this. That's so sad. I haven't unboxed a figure I didn't absolutely love. And I mean, like, she's super cute, but not like the cutest Miku figure I own either. Well, that's it for the unboxing. So I would say be wary. I can't remember if I got it from Japan Toys or not. I had a good experience with them last time. I'm trying to remember, because I was looking at 2 places, because they had a convention store and somewhere else had a convention store. So I will have to go get the receipt and have a look, and I will list down below where I got it from. So just be wary, maybe if you bought it from if you buy from the seller, or if you buy this figure at all, be aware that you have to be super careful with it, because it is quite fragile for some unknown reason. It could just be my figure, other people may have bought this and had no problems, I'm not sure, but this is so sad. I mean, my friend did mention he actually has this figure, and he never told me he had any problems with it, so I shall do my best to repair her, and of course I will contact the place I bought it from and let them know like what's happened with the figure, and I will update in the description box of what happened and what kind of response I received from them. But yeah, I will do my best just to glue her back together and pop her on my shelf in my collection. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm sorry this is a sad ending. All I have is a broken Miku. Thank you for watching the video. I'm planning to do a room tour and show off all my figures and my plushies and everything else that I've collected in my room. So look forward to that in the next video. Bye bye!